shake your pom-poms. Shake, shake, shake. Kimberly F. Brown, she'll roll up on your hometown. She supports the good, but if you're doing wrong, you better watch yourself. If you're cruel and full of spite, she'll shut you down. One wrong step and it's to the ground. She don't play nice with clowns. Round, round, round on Cleveland, she'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn John Brown. She gets the folks in every way. Her light shines bright like midday. She hates the lies, she seeks the truth. She'll call you out and show the proof. She'll clean the streets, she'll get them right. She works all day, she works all night. She loves or hates based on your deeds. Don't cross her path, don't plant your weeds. Brown, brown, brown on Cleveland, she'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn down Brown. Brown, brown on Cleveland, she'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn Brown Brown. Shake your pom-poms. Shake, shake, shake your pom-poms.
Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. Wednesday evening. Man, for a long time, Miss Freddie. Been such a long time. Brown, 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 back down, brown on Cleveland. Welcome to the Little Hut Podcast. How are you?
All right. Yes. Welcome. Welcome. I'm glad to be back. Happy New Year. Hey,
Yeah,
happy,
absolutely.
happy New Year. Happy
Say,
Hump Day.
yeah, I'm almost 100 years old.
Mm, feel like that sometimes.
Well, that's the truth. And I'm not going to be a hater. And I do not feel like shaking my pom-poms today. I really don't. Because I'm really not in a good mood, but we'll talk about that later. But real quick, let me say hello to our sponsors. Don't forget that New Beginnings 1111 Creations will always hang out with us. So if you're looking for t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, tumbler mugs, team uniforms, call Angie Marie at 216-395-7335. And she can also give you some great designer wear. I mean, the lady is no joke. She will take care of you. And if you're in Garfield and if you're hungry, I keep telling you about that girl, Rhonda Stubbs, that woman, that chef, that business owner. She owns Flavor Southern Cuisine Restaurant. She's located at 12540 Rockside Road, and she has some of the best soul food on the planet. And if you have a daycare, she'll be more than happy to fix breakfast, lunch, and give the kids a healthy snack. That's Rhonda Stubbs. Then we have, remember when we had our celebratory for the Women Commission of Education and Training, Viva Mexican Grill and Restaurant and Neighborhood Bar and Cafe. They're now an official sponsor, and they're located at 16941 Broadway Avenue in Maple Heights. And they have the best wings and walking tacos in the city of Maple Heights. So, hey, if you want to stop by and grab some finger food, listen to great music, get you a drink, don't get drunk, and just enjoy a cozy atmosphere that, of course, is Viva, Viva, Viva Mexican Grill and Cafe, Brown on Cleveland. Yeah. So today we have a very interesting topic, and I've been talking about this topic for the past probably 30 days since the city of Maple Heights, their council people rigged an appointment, and it's all about the 22-year-old that is now the appointed council person for Maple Heights District 4. And I want to actually conclude this segment, but I really can't because I found out some more stuff about this individual, and I am not happy, and I will not shake my pom-poms. I will not be fake. I will not set anybody up for failure, and that's what these people are doing with this young man. And unfortunately, he's so naive, he doesn't even realize that they are using and abusing him, but hell, he don't care because he don't know any better. But anyway, the situation, the topic tonight is, hey, we know that the city of Maple Heights, they had their swearing in ceremony tonight, right? So they swore in their new council president, and they had some council people who got reelected. And you know, hey, Kimberly Brown helped all of them. So let it be known, don't care if they said thank you or not tonight. It's just what it is. I shake my own damn pom-poms on that. Don't care what nobody say. But the issue is tonight, Freddie, we got to talk about, should an Ohio council member, if he has open bench warrant and court hearings, should he have taken the oath of office tonight? When you take the oath of office, you're agreeing to making a promise to follow the United States Constitution, the Constitution of the state of Ohio, which also includes the Ohio Revised Code. You're also making a promise to follow the city charter as well as the city ordinance. That includes traffic laws. Brown on Cleveland, your thought about appointing people when you have 3,000 other people that you could have considered. Is it right for someone with that type of legal blemish to openly raise their hand, put their other hand on the Bible, and make a commitment to adhere to the United States Constitution, the state of Ohio Constitution, the city charter, and the ordinances? Brown.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, I'm digesting and I'm hearing it. And so from the information that I've heard and gathered about this particular story and situation, it doesn't, one, sound like what the person that is now the council member, the knowledge of his record, did he bring that forth in an honest and stand-up way and was, stating, hey, this is what I've done, this is what I got going on? And then if it was hidden, and then no, I don't think he should have been sworn in. If he's like, if you are literally breaking in the midst of a criminal case or whatever the case may be, because you violated some laws and you have taken an oath to uphold and help craft and draft said laws to help the people, but you are in violation of these said laws and you did not disclose it. It sounds like it was disclosed because it had to be disclosed because you pulled it out of the shadows. So like you say, he's 22. So that tells me there's some aiding near from some that probably do know better and probably were aware. So yeah, it's not just him. He's taking advantage of a situation that was put before him. I'm still like, when you said 22, I'm like, wow. So yeah, there's some antennas to that's extending to somebody else that openly misled the people.
Here's the thing. During the appointment process, the people who completed an application, of course, he was one, you have an interview with the council members. Remember, this is an appointment. This is not an election.
Okay.
And sidebar, if it was an election, nobody in their right mind would have voted for him. Point blank, period. It just wouldn't happen. So this is an appointment.
Okay.
And with the appointment, these were council people who elected him. So you had 6 council people who had the opportunity to vote. 4 voted for him who knew about his issues. And the 2 who also knew about his issues, they did the right thing and they said no. And I wanted to make this very clear to people. And I have to agree with you. If you're at an interview and this is a position that you're vying for, you should have stated at the table that you had these issues going on, because that brings about openness, transparency, and integrity. You didn't do that. I have an issue with that. Also have an issue that once council found out, well, how did they find out? They found out because I sent them the information. I did. I'm gonna be open about it. I also sent it to the law director. I sent it to every single council person with a pause. These are things you need to look at, because you should not be appointing someone who has all of these legal issues. And I'm gonna make it clear to people, these issues were not isolated issues. These issues were stemming from 2023. So you had ample enough time to take care of it. So let's say if you did take care of it and it came up from like a news reporter like myself, you could have said, you know what, it's in the past, I made a mistake, but I took care of it. I would excuse that because you held yourself accountable. The problem I have is that you did not divulge the information, number one. Number two, council knew it. And as council people, you take an oath of office where you swear to uphold the United States Constitution, the Constitution of the state of Ohio, the city charter, and city ordinances. And when we talk about the state of Ohio, we're talking about the ORC, the Ohio Revised Code, as well. And the Ohio Revised Code makes it very clear that driving without a license is a crime. Getting tickets is a crime. Driving with fictitious license plates is a crime. Having a bench warrant simply means that a judge needs for you to be arrested because you have no respect for the law, because you have avoided not 1, not 2, but 3 court hearings. And it's a crime. And when you adhered to this, when you allowed him to be appointed, you became complicit with his crime. And I have another issue because the law director for the city of Maple Heights, you sat there. You knew what was going on. When that young man sat in front of you, you knew he had a bench warrant, and you were supposed to call the chief of police and have his ass arrested, and you didn't. That was a crime. Brown on Cleveland, we have too many young people out here who are doing the right thing. So if you wanted just a young person, you got 3,000 people who are in District 4. You could have went and found someone. But here's the thing. You had 2 women, professional, who understood Robert's rules, who understand politics, who didn't have legal blemishes, and you chose to dog them, bring him someone who has a crime. And some people will say he's a criminal, but I ain't gonna go that far. I'm not gonna go that far. But legislation is the law. You're trying to be a legislator. Now you are a legislator. Do you know how many legislators we have on city council who shouldn't be there? Do you know we put people with felonies on the bench and they shouldn't be there? But Freddie, people love to talk about Donald Trump. How can you talk about Donald Trump when in fact, y'all do the same things. Brown on Cleveland.
You're going to throw that bomb in there at the end. Yeah, so I'm agreed. Like, definitely the stuff that he is going to court for are crimes, because, you know, in my younger day, I think I committed all of them once upon a time. So they are definitely crimes because I was held accountable to them. But so, yeah, they're definitely crimes. And like you say, is life happens.
Life happens.
Own up to it, acknowledge it. But yeah, it definitely sounds and smells
Funky.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It definitely sounds that way, because, and then I definitely get like, you want to come in and whatever, you get into politics for whatever reason, to make a difference or do whatever, but you definitely for a job, you still need a baseline of understanding of what you're about to do. And it doesn't sound like he has a grasp of that. And again, as I stated before, if this is just the council people making this decision and the law director ignores there is some aiding, so it smells and rots of what is going on in the macro level of our country. Now, that was I can't compare that, because that's right now is I can't compare that, but I agree with the premise of it. It smells
Funky.
very much so. But he's 22. So there's some people pulling these levers that is making this happen for this young man. So, and where's the accountability there?
Here's the thing that gets me with people. There's somebody just in the chat, whatever, and they was like, well, is it a felony or misdemeanor? It doesn't matter. If you go to the store and you steal a Snicker that costs $2.25, guess what? It's still a crime. It's still theft. I don't care the value of it. It's still theft. If you go to Mercedes-Benz and you steal a car, it's still theft. And what we got to stop doing, people who look like us, we got to stop minimizing situations. This is why our young people get in trouble, because we're always talking about, it was just a Snickers. Well, it was a Snicker today, but it's your house tomorrow. It's your house tomorrow. Stop making excuses for people's behaviors. Tonight, I was at Maple Heights swearing in, and it bothered my spirit. And let me put this sidebar out there. I know the young man. He's a real nice young man. But I know a lot of people who are nice. A lot. That doesn't mean that I would hire you, and I work for corporate America. That doesn't mean I would allow you to marry my daughter. It just simply means you just a nice person. I don't think you're fit. I don't think you're qualified. I don't think you're ready. I just don't. And there's something called sense of maturity. And that's something that's not there. But here's where you are right. They're using this young man. They're using this young man for a vote on the floor. And that's even more upsetting. I was at March today, and I ran into one of the seniors who live in the city of Maple Heights, and I'm quite sure she's listening tonight to the podcast, because I told her I was going to the swearing in. And she's very upset, because her thing is this: what message are we sending to our young people who do the right thing? Why is it that we're always trying to protect the young people who do the wrong thing? And for anyone who want to say, well, Kim, people make mistakes, sweetie, this wasn't isolated. This situation has been going on since 2023. The only reason, Freddie, why this young man decided to clean this up or attempt to is simply because of a person like Kimberly Brown on Cleveland. Because unlike most of y'all fake activists, unlike you guys who make excuses for people, I hold people accountable because I want them to be the very best person they can possibly be. And you do that when you hold them accountable. See, me, as the first wraparound services worker in Cuyahoga County, I help keep people out of jail. You know why I was successful? Because I held them accountable. Do you know why your friends, your colleagues, your nieces, your nephews are going to jail or hell? Because you make excuses for them. And that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all got these kids out here, these babies. Y'all just have them, and y'all don't give a shit about them. This young man, listen, he's nice. He's a real nice young man. But he simply wasn't ready, and he has stuff that he needs to take care of. It. Brown on Cleveland. He took that oath of office tonight, and that's a very serious oath. Do you promise to uphold the United States Constitution? Do you promise to uphold the Ohio State Constitution? Do you promise to adhere to the city charter and the city ordinances? He said, yes, I do. Well, Freddie, guess what? Look what I got in front of me. So all y'all who got something to say right now in the chat, I'm going to tell y'all what this is, but let me go to the chat. Go ahead, Freddie.
So yeah, I agree with you on most of those points. And then the big significant part is the accountability of us amongst our own and us amongst this generation of kids, adults that we're turning out. And it's like we have planted the seeds, and we are getting this. We have this generation of kids that
bad fruit.
Yeah, and so that means the soil. Something's wrong with the soil, and there's always people saying it ain't mine. It ain't mine. But then we just had them 200 kids out there at Sky Zone. 200 kids. So that's somebody. But there's always people like, it ain't mine, it's somebody's. And nobody wants to take accountability for their children's bad behavior. No one wants to take accountability for why they have lost control of their child by time this child is
they
10.
Never had control. A lady from the chat, Miss Shirley Couch, just said this: if that was somebody else's kid, somebody who wasn't looking to be a council person, they would have arrested his ass, and that is the truth. I had a conversation with one of my friends today. He's also a mentor of mine. He's like a big brother. And what I didn't know was that we talked today, and he told me that his son was driving through Warrensville Heights during the Thanksgiving holiday, right? Warrensville Heights police pulled him over. His son had a bench warrant. Guess where his son spent Thanksgiving? In jail. You know why? Because it happened on Thanksgiving Eve. The court was closed on Thanksgiving. He couldn't post a bond for his son, so he got his son out the next day. The point I'm making is this: if they will arrest a council person's son, they should have arrested this young man when he showed up at Maple Heights City Hall and he had a bench warrant. You tell me what's the difference? No, we got to stop doing that. If Joe Smo has a bench warrant and he gets arrested, guess what? Kimberly Brown's son, a Brown on Cleveland, whatever the case may be, her son should be arrested too. That's all I'm saying. Make it fair. The message that Maple Heights sent to the young people is this: you can speed. It ain't nothing. You just speeding. You know how many people die every single day because of speeders? Do you know why Newburgh Heights Village is so strict on people? Because people die every single day because of people out here speeding. Oh, it ain't nothing. No, it's something. Somebody's life. You just told the young people in Maple Heights they can drive with a suspended license. It's a crime. You just told them they can drive with fictitious license plate. It's a crime. You told them that if they have to go to Garfield Heights Court and if they don't show up, oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Because now you'll get a bench warrant. You have sent a very sad message to that city. And everybody in that city should be pissed off. So you're not doing this young man a favor. You guys are doing him a disservice. He's 22. He got enough time to become a council person. He can sit up under somebody and learn some things. You don't need to rush these individuals, but you rushed them, and you're using him, and you're manipulating him. And that is what is frustrating. I don't even think he understands the concept of what's going on. All he knows now, I just got appointed council person. I'm going to take the oath of office. Listen, dumbest move ever. Because you lied. You lied up there today. And Kimberly Brown, of course, I was there. I walked out. Let me tell you, I walked out. Freddie, I walked out because it hurt. You're using somebody's son because you want to vote on the floor. You're using somebody's son because you know he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. You're using somebody's son so bad that you got a reporter. That's me. I got to be fair. I had to put stuff out on you. You don't get a pass. So all the stuff you could have worked on in public, Freddie, now you're a public official. It's free game. And it hurts me because I got to be fair. I can't get this young man a pass. I got to treat you like everybody else. I got to hold you accountable. So let me tell you what I found out today. Thank God for Brown on Cleveland. It's because of me that he got the first warrant cleared up. Because anybody who deals with me know that when I say I'm going to get you arrested, I'm going to get you arrested. When I tell you there's a news story coming out about you, there's going to be a news story. Make no mistake. So I'm doing my research today because he had an open bench warrant over in Willoughby, right? And I made it very clear on the Friday night podcast. You got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to clean this up. Because if not, I'm going to call Willoughby and have him arrest your ass at the swearing in. And I meant what I said. So he goes down to Willoughby Court. I'm going to shake my pom-poms that he did that. But here's the problem. Because he missed 2 court hearings, y'all, this is the paperwork. They gave him a bond of $3,500, right? His charges are driving under suspension and driving with an expired license plate. Listen, y'all, they're crimes. And city council knew this as well as y'all law director. Shame on the city of Maple Heights. And yes, I said it. So here's what's happening. He took that oath of office today. On Monday, he paid the city of Willoughby $414. So he didn't have to go to jail. But he has an arraignment. I'm going to say it again. The young man has an arraignment tomorrow morning, the 8th, at 8:15 in the morning. He has an arraignment, and today he had the nerve to take the oath of office, talking about he's going to abide by the United States Constitution, the state of Ohio Constitution, the charter, and the city ordinance. Listen, dum-dums. He has an arraignment tomorrow morning at 8:15. Now, just in case you don't know what an arraignment is, let me tell you, because some of y'all are a little slow. An arraignment is when the defendant makes his first court appearance after being charged with the crime, where they are formally told the charges, informed of their rights, like the right to an attorney. And they can either plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. The judge may also set bail or release conditions, ensuring the defendant understands their situation and due process rights are upheld before proceeding to future court dates. So listen, let me tell y'all something, Maple Heights, who hid stuff, and y'all still appointed this young man. He got an arraignment tomorrow. He gonna have court procedures later on, and guess what Kim Brown gonna do? I am going to follow this case, and it's going to be written about on Newsbreak, and I am going to make sure that if Maple Heights, and I know you did it, you rigged this appointment. I know you did. I am going to make sure I turn this information over to the Ohio Attorney General's office, and I'm going to let them weigh in on it, because Freddie, what I'm asking is this. I'm asking that that entire situation be turned over to where that appointment is null and moot, and it does not exist, and they start all over. And because they have to start all over, it may become Mayor Blackwell choice. I said it, Brown on Cleveland. Don't give a shit.
All right. Well,
I ain't playing.
well, we know. We know. I hear you. I hear you. And again, it's just this is Maple, this is one city, but this is like this is a clear picture of the bigger problem on so many levels. Like the issue with what you stated about the kids and the lack of accountability in the parents. And just like recently, you got the Black church just up in arms about a dress. Like, what's going on? Like, we are so we're so easily distracted and just and then, like you say, then it goes back to that accountability, this coddling of bad behavior. And maybe because you've lit that fire, he will, there's some humility and lessons he takes away from this. And then the people that are shaping him, because obviously y'all wanted him for a reason. And like you said, if it's just for voting not to be challenged and going with the status quo. Yeah.
Here's the question. I keep hearing this. Well, he can be a role model to the young people. How is he going to be a role model to and for anybody right now? You got back child support you got to pay. That's the wrong message. You can't be a role model to no one. You got an arraignment tomorrow morning, 8:15. Who are you getting ready to be a role model to? Right? And to the young man's question, the tickets and the activities took place over in Mahoney County in a little town called Austintown, right? The city of Cleveland. He got tickets. I live in Cleveland. Hell, he owes us like $315. I want my money. Shit, I do. You got tickets all through Garfield, and you got all these stuff going on in Willoughby, sir. So hopefully that answers your question. So what I'm going to say to you is this. This is not an isolated incident. This is a pattern. This is a behavior. And you guys are constantly trying to ignore behavior. This is the reason why one of the reasons why our young people get in trouble, because we don't want to deal with behaviors. We want to constantly make excuses. And then when it gets to the point where it's totally out of control, then all y'all fake activists want to sit on social media and talking about what we gonna do. Well, you already did enough. Y'all know nothing about activism. I wish y'all stop play. Stop it. Because I run circle around all these people out here. Y'all don't know nothing about that game. Be on social media being a freedom fighter, a Facebook killer. Man, ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna bust a damn grape. Ain't gonna stand up for nothing. Half of y'all can barely read. Not gonna do a damn thing. But y'all up there tonight taking the oath of office. And all y'all who voted for him, how y'all taking that oath of office? Y'all said right there in that meeting, knowing what was in front of you. But y'all went, I gotta go with the young black guy. He wasn't ready. And black women should be upset and offended right now. I'm going to stand for the sisters. Because I don't understand how you have two qualified sisters, but instead you go to the bottom of the damn barrel. And I said it, showed it, Brown on Cleveland. I do know this. Freddie, he would not be cleaning up his mess if it wasn't for a Kimberly Brown. Kimberly Brown caused his ass to go to Mahoney County and take care of that warrant. It was Kimberly Brown. It wasn't y'all fake activists. It wasn't these people all in my chat asking me questions. Don't ask me no questions, because you ain't making no sense to me. A crime is a crime. If you stole a Snicker, it's still theft. I don't care if it was a misdemeanor, a felony, or a jelly. It don't matter to me. A crime is a crime. The law is very clear. Stop making excuses. He went down to Willoughby because of a Kimberly F. Brown, not because of you. And all these black men we got out here, y'all on social media talking about y'all more to the power. You ain't mentoring no damn body. Nobody. But you're talking. So no, I ain't got to answer your question. Sure don't. You got the wrong one over here. But they swearing in. Everybody taking the oath of office tonight. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. My question is this. The only question I want to know. Should the young man, should he have taken the oath of office, Brown on Cleveland?
Well, he was going to take it. 22, he was taking it. If they was giving it, he was taking it. So it's like you said, should he have taken it? He going to take it at 22. He's definitely going to take it. The question is the people, the council people that are in this position have a responsibility themselves. So for them, if you wanted this young man for the sole purpose of being able to lead him whichever way you need him to go, what example one are you setting? Because none of whoever it is, why wasn't that put forth to them to have the wherewithal to say to this young man, you need to go clean this shit up. You need to go take care of this. You need to go take care of that. You need to acknowledge it. Don't, like, if you're trying to mold him and make him an example to other young people, you didn't started him off with a cover up. So on something of this, I'm not minimizing it, but on this level, so imagine what you're gonna do what you would do on other matters. And I don't think I ain't guess on anyone, but it's just like this lack of seriousness within our society right now. This whole, like, it's like we just rotting from the inside, and maybe that's what we deserve as this arrogant, ignorant country we are right now. But yeah, I agree. But again, like, he's 22, so there's somebody behind him, and nobody is actually guiding him. Like, y'all putting him out there, but y'all didn't even prepare him.
Didn't prepare him.
So yeah, like I say, hey, I when I look on social media and see what people are talking about, before activists, we have to have a complete show on that, because that shit is for the birds. Like, just when I met you and I was trying to do my little 1-2 out there, and coming across the people that like supposed to be doing the work, and me just trying to give my energy and lend my hand anywhere and everywhere I could, and sharing thoughts and trying like this shit. That's why we are in the state we're in. Like, it's like, so to the activists, it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Because ain't nothing getting better. So where is the seriousness? And like you say, people be like, if I was this, and I'd be doing this. If I was in that era with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all these brothers, young cats back in the day.
You would have been up under a rock, because they too damn scary. Ain't gonna bust a grape.
With all that's going on right now, you stand nowhere, you stand for nothing, and you do not, unfortunately, still do not protect the Black woman. So yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
this has been a unfortunate toxic mix in the making um over generations, and it's not going to get any better because you have parents that become defensive when their badass child get caught up in something, and now you got attitude with everybody else because your child out here doing some shit they aren't supposed to be doing. So yeah, I like, I don't know, it's just a different level of this lack of respect and morals and no value on life. And like
Well,
I said, this thing y'all doing with this young man, if y'all was gonna try to hold him up to whoever said like he can be an example to other young men and other
can't.
young people, but you didn't even set the foundation up like that.
Did not.
So you said you set him up under the guise of that, and you knowingly knew he had all this other stuff, and not one of you took the action to say, young man, you need to go take care of this. You need to own up to it.
Mhm.
So I ain't mad at you because, like you said, I know it bothers you because, like you say, he 22, he a baby, and like you say, he nice, and that's the thing.
Very nice
Unfortunately,
young man.
people get that niceness mixed up with being qualified to do a job. No, and understand at the end of the day, these are jobs. So it's a job to serve the people, but you still need some knowledge and some skills for these jobs. So you won't want me to do your hair because I will fuck it up.
And
So I
you wouldn't want me to cook.
so you want somebody that knows what they're doing in any role that you're trusting. And when we talk about public service,
Listen, let's wrap
so,
this up.
okay,
They
but another
they
episode,
they
activism.
they put a 22-year-old person who may be going to jail, damn sure going to hell, maybe going to hell or jail. He got arraignment tomorrow, 8:15 in the morning. You put a person like this over 3,000 residents to make decisions for them. You guys are absolutely wrong, and I will never agree with that. I will never agree with that. You didn't give the man the opportunity to grow, the opportunity to know. You guys were being selfish. And the way that you could have taught him, and Freddie, you are right. There's some stuff he needs to clean up. Put him up under your wings, teach him, mentor him. Y'all didn't want to do that. But the other thing is this: has his child support that he can't even pay. Can't even pay. Can't even pay. 2 damn babies, can't even pay, right? So here's the part he don't understand. Dude, you're going to get monthly checks from the city of Maple Heights. Them young ladies, they better do it. They better come and get that money. So you still at a loss. You said you was an assistant football coach over at Maple Heights High School. No, you're not. No, you're not. You don't get paid from them. Now, you may be doing some volunteer work, but you don't. You said that you attended Alabama State University for 3 years. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but you ain't there now. So your life is a little jacked up and messed up right now. There are a lot of things you got to work on. But at any rate, thank God it was just an appointment. It was just an appointment. So it wasn't the voters who did this. It was 4 people on Maple Heights City Council. And again, I blame them. I don't blame this young man. He should have withdrawn. His parents should have talked to him and said, son, we know you want it, but you ain't ready. Let's take care of our young people. Don't set them up for failure, because this young man here, y'all set him up for failure. He's a public official now. Everything is free game. Everything. Like my mama said, you want to be grown? Grown people pay their bills. He still live at home with his parents. He y'all council person. Damn. Can't drive. Don't have a valid license. Damn. That's jacked up. Got an arraignment tomorrow in Willoughby at 8:15 in the morning. His mama, his sister, or his girlfriend got to drive him. Because if he's driving, they're going to arrest his happy ass. And all y'all who are defending him, it's just, matter of fact, I haven't heard no one defend him. No one from Maple Heights, no one. Oh yeah, them 4 council people. Maybe y'all should take his happy ass down there and help him pay those fines and do everything else for him. That's what y'all should do. Don't put him out here by himself. You wanted him, you got him. You rigged that appointment. Freddie, they rigged it so bad they got caught. They announced that he was being appointed before the vote even happened. Brown on Cleveland. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
You don't even realize, this young man don't even realize, Freddie, we got to wrap it up, that they're using this young man as a pawn. And he on stage like this. I do. No, you should have said, I don't. You should have said, I apologize, but you know what? Right now, it's not my time. That would have been maturity. And then the next election, the residents probably would have elected him. You know why? Because he took onus for his mistakes. Brown on Cleveland. I got to go, you guys. I got to go. And Mr. Abdullah, you are right. This can be a teachable moment, not just to the young man, but also to any legislator, city council members, because they are complicit in everything this young man has done, and it's wrong that they have set him up for failure. And Kimberly Brown, damn it, yes, I said it. So I'm more upset with those council people than I am with him. And it was my hope that the new council president would have taken a young man aside and had a conversation with him. And I don't know if it's happened or not, but I hope somebody does, because if he goes to jail tomorrow, or if he goes to jail in the future, because again, he has an arraignment tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m. And I don't know if y'all know this, but if people knew how to do their damn homework, Freddie, they would have known this. And I blame the city of Maple Heights, because apparently Maple Heights, this for you, Blackwell, because I know you listen, and I already blocked you off my page, but you probably listen on YouTube. So this is for you. You need to hire someone in HR who knows how to do background checks on employees. And that would also include council people and people who are being appointed. So this is also your fault, because apparently y'all don't know how to do background checks. Brown on Cleveland. How do you have a city and y'all don't have someone in that position? And their police department, Freddie, they should have somebody who knows how to do background checks. So Maple Heights gets an F, an F, an F, an F for failure, an F for foolishness. And I'm tired of it. Brown on Cleveland, don't care. I told y'all ain't never got to talk to me again, because y'all don't. Kim Brown don't give a shit. Show don't. Brown on Cleveland, y'all, I'm out. I had a great day today. I wish I'd have never went to that swearing in, because now my day messed up, my night jacked up, and my mind is, I ain't gonna say it. Brown on Cleveland. Freddie, we gotta go. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Hey, hump day. Tomorrow is Friday Eve. Look at the positive. Hey, we good.
Tomorrow ain't no Friday Eve. Tomorrow Thursday.
It's Friday Eve for me.
Well, you know, as I always say, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, because I'm tired of y'all. I kid you not. Listen, let me say this real quick. Now I know y'all talking crazy, because that's what crazy people do. Y'all talk crazy, but you better not be talking about me, because y'all know if you talk about me in private, what Kim Brown gonna do? I'm gonna talk about you in public. If you tell a lie on me, y'all know I gotta tell the truth about y'all. And if you mind my business, Freddie, you know what's gonna happen to him, right?
Oh yeah, you gonna mind this. Y'all better leave Miss Brown alone. She was on fire tonight. Y'all better leave Miss Brown alone. Leave Miss Brown alone.
I'm tired of him, Freddie.
Shake your pom
I'm tired.
Shake, shake, shake. Kimberly F. Brown, she'll roll up on your hometown. She supports the good, but if you're doing wrong, you better watch yourself. If you're cruel and full of spite, she'll shut you down. One wrong step midday.